Welcome to the campfire. Today we're going to be continuing Space Engineers 2. So sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's get right back in. So we got to get more ice because the amount we have is negligible. We probably have enough fuel to get to the station, but I just want to be sure so that we don't end up in trouble. They're getting stuck in space with nowhere to go. And I gotta figure out where that ice cave was. Or else where to find ice otherwise. Why is this thing not going? That was weird. Pretty sure we were higher up than that even before. Can character no. What about none of the buttons work like they used to? That one works. I am here. Alright, well, we will look and try to find stuff anyways. Because you know what I need is an ore scanner on the ship. That's what we need. Beyond that, I suppose if I just came here, carefully landed, maybe we'd see an ice marker. Or we won't. I am now not certain where home base was. Oh, I see it. It's up over there. So that's big enough for us to find readily in the distance. Good. There's where the ice mine was. Got it. I just noticed the landing pad out of the corner of my eye. So let's land here. Yep, and there's the ice. Which, now we just gotta grab a bunch of this. And we're gonna deliver one load of ice to our ship. So that we can start to get things moving here. Let's just take all that, put it away. And one thing I'm also going to do is we're going to drop all this material that keeps taking up space in our inventory. And I'm going to take this ship over to the ice mine. Now that I know where it is, roughly. Somewhere. To figure that part out again. I wish I could place markers. I'm sure there's a way. Just haven't figured it out yet. Let's open this way. onto the pad. And then I'll gather more of everything. More of the ice. So this thing having an actual cargo hold is very useful. Okay, I think we are ready to go all the way to that station. We have another 3,000 ice in the cargo hold, and we're almost to 100%. Should be enough fuel to get us there and back. Should. So let's get up and out. I'm surprised that we don't have 100% energy in the ship, but we don't. We're still gaining more fuel than we're using getting out to the planet. Good. 10,000 or 10 kilometers. Loading screen, I think. There we go. That's about how I expect that to go. Relations station. Okay, we can go more than 100 meters per second in this one. Awesome. God, that was so painful in the last one. Slow it down a little. Come on. Turn this ship off for a hot minute. And we'll head inside.
As expected, the station is fully automated, but there is some kind of gateway network to travel through the whole system.
Come and get me then. We can do the contracts together.
We still don't have the materials to repair the
Fair.
ship. I don't even know exactly where you are, and someone needs to monitor the colonists.
And you've decided I'm the one to stay behind?
It's the logical choice, Yvonne. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Are you serious? You'll leave me stranded while you go adventuring across the Almagest. Brother of the Millennium, right there.
It's the only way. Conserve power and rest. I'll come back for you. I promise.
Okay. So our next point of contact is 6 kilometers that way, and some. Fair enough. Still weird how no NPCs. I mean, there kind of is. There's at least a guided tutorial here. Not really any NPCs for what we were. Because I thought that was something they were going to be working on. Though that might still be coming in a different update. A future update. And I'm going to overshoot. By a lot. Good thing I didn't overshoot into the asteroid. 'Cause that would have sucked. Let's bring ourselves in for a landing. Turn that off. And what we need, finished survival kit. That's the hydrogen tank. So we need iron and silicon. I believe we have a bunch of that. We do not have any iron. Good to know. So ice, copper, nickel, iron is over there. So we're gonna head over to that. And it's just on the surface. Good. Makes this easy. There we go. More than enough. Okay. Now we can walk. Good. Done. Repair the antenna. Yep, because antennas help us find our base. Come on. Complete. Ore detector. I knew we'd need a fair bit more iron. We also need copper. Copper's down this way. Oh, don't get hurt. Copper is in the wall here. 4 meters. Chunk out. Oh, there it is. The green patina tells me. It guides me. Alright. Let's get the next. Solar detector. Objective complete. And we can go back to the contract terminal. Learn the basics, now it's up to you. Hand in this contract, return to base and start building, or take more contracts to unlock new blocks. Fast travel stations and expand humanity's reach across Almagest. Okay. So we can start kind of just playing from here. Alright. Interesting. And does it block up each section? Interesting, but I'm gonna have to take a look at what we can do from here. So I mean, my first thing would probably be to build a mining ship, so that we're not doing it all by hand. So that's not hard, but it is tedious. Comparative. Ooh, overshooting. By a lot. Let's get ourselves back to the station here. There we go. Just do it that way. There. I don't know why I keep switching to third person. Complete that. So we can get engineering. Building an asteroid base, but lost its location. Find the base located somewhere. Finish constructing it. What is it? Production blocks tier 1. Hauling base. Production blocks tier 1. Okay, let's take that one on, because that one looks interesting. Is there like a place I can purchase things, or is that not going to be in this one yet? It's really cool looking in here. Huh. control seat. For the station, bunch of batteries. So we could scrap this if we had to or needed to for some reason. What's on the other side of the station? I never did check it out. Cargo container. And it doesn't look like there's a purchasing point like the vending machines in the first one had. Unless Gear Forge? Okay, so here I can make the upgraded equipment up to Mark 4. Okay. What is a drill 2? Lead bar, metal grid. Cool. Nothing. Okay. Well, either way, let's get going on this active contract. Push the colonization meter up. And then probably work on building our platform somewhere. You know, the one right there. Build our base up. Start working on what can we do to upgrade the station, do greater production, all that. This is going to be a long trip. Is it Z? It's Z to keep max speed. Got it. Okay. Well, this base is looking rather expansive. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so we need to construct solar panel. Whoa! That would have been bad. What are we breaking here? There we go. Just make sure none of our shift components started breaking. Crap. How do I do landing gear? Oh, give me a moment. Well, either way, I've got the landing gear on and locked. Figure that one out. So we need to do this. What is this? We do need to get iron. Where's iron? Ice, copper, iron. Okay, iron's this way. And it's readily available to us. That makes sense. I mean, this is the starter sector. So we do have to do some hard work here, or easy work here. Not hard work. This ain't hard at all. But let's get taking a look. There we go. Let's get... These two are close together, so that should be easy enough. We need silicon and a lot of it. And more copper, too. Silicone. It's kind of like a watermelon. I don't know what's wrong with me, don't ask. So we can go down here. We're gonna need silicon anyways. And a bit of it. Where does this lead through? Do I get anything else out here? No. So nickel, silicon, I'm going to have to go through the wall. Yeah, because that's just stone and it's not going to give me nothing. I want to be sure of what I'm breaking first. Kind of surprised we don't have regular stone to work with. So remember, that's how we made cement and concrete in the last one. We're gonna need a lot of this. So it was 1,500 for the one. So for two, it's gonna be 3,000. That's, yeah, fair chunk of this. Again, makes me think I need to get to building a mining ship. We need to be able to build the construction and production facilities. Unless, can I do... Yeah, I don't have any production blocks, so I can't do backpack production. Maybe a bit. Ah, dang. Alright, let's start digging into this. Can we finish that? Yeah, apparently we can. And we just need to finish the antenna. I got a lot more than I thought of each of these materials. There we go. Now we can get out of here. And I still don't have a good button for it, but we can just turn it off that way. Or we can't. Okay. There we go. So it is the P button, either which way you use it. Got it. That's an unknown signal. We're gonna head this way. Alright. Let's get back in here. Turn in this mission. And that'll unlock the ability to make production blocks. At least. And then block tools tier 1 is the next. Build a small tug ship and move those containers inside the storage hall. Or building a base, find the base located somewhere around the coordinates and finish constructing it. Alright, we'll do that one. So I don't want to build a tugboat. That feels painful at the moment. Kind of just want to get to the point where I can build things. So we've got... well, those are automation. Structural tools. Alright, so we can build ore detector, but we can't do a drill? Huh. Salvage materials on a large scale. Production. Assembler, smelter, gear forge. Gear forge would be useful. We can build an assembler. That is one I'd want. And a smelter. Okay. Those will be useful for our base once we get to it. And then we just head off in this direction. Well, it says to move these, but if I just take them apart, that's removing them, right? That might be an option here. Seems like a good option here. Otherwise, we don't have a tugboat here to use. So this in itself might be kind of a pain in the backside, it looks like. Though it does save us from having to build these materials ourselves. So there is that. drop stuff off. That makes sense. Okay, we do have inventory space. Shift. Oh, okay, there we go. That's the fast buttons. Come on. I don't know why that was doing that, but okay. Did it? I get the feeling that doing it that way failed the mission. Yeah, it had to have. Weird. Alright, well, we got the mission again, it reset everything, now we just gotta try and move these without destroying them. So I'm just gonna try doing it this way. Whoa, not too fast there. Come on. Angle ourselves so that we can try to. Whoa. Why is up so much faster than down? Broken stuff, and then let's park, get ourselves here. What do we need to finish all this up? We need silicon, copper, iron, and a lot of both. And I'm guessing we've got some, but not enough. We can start. Yeah, we don't have enough of anything, okay. We can get things taken care of to a degree. So we need copper, silicon, iron. Copper, silicon, iron. Here's a bunch of silicon, we can start there. Get that taken care of. Let's see. And of course the iron, which is really readily available, so I'm not going to complain about that. Just need a fair chunk of it. Where's copper? Copper's over that way. Let's go running off to find it. And of course, it's behind the wall. Break that down, grab some of this. 104. There we go. Not a lot available here. So prospector that decided this was a great base location really wasn't looking at making this where they mined everything, I guess. But who knows? Yeah, fruitcake. Alright. Let's get these things done. As much as we can anyways. That's not going to be good, because I'm going to still need more silicon, aren't I? Or not. This one already had some. So... there we go. Whoa. Hello. What happened there? Weird. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's not part of the mission. We need to build these things. We need more iron, more nickel, or we need nickel, and then we need cobalt, nickel, and more silicon. Alright, alright. So iron, nickel, cobalt, silicon. Alright, so we've got hopefully enough iron. If not, it's not that far away, but now we're gonna need more iron. Got enough of everything else though. So back to more iron. That's through here. Take a right, take a right. Get around the back of the place. I could have just gone left and gotten there faster. Got it. So much iron. So we got it. We got it. There we go. And this time I'll just go this way because that is faster. Probably could have just flown too now that I think about it. There. Now everything is working. So we can get a drill mark 1. I was hoping we could just build this, but we need lead bar, metal grid. Okay. Lead bar. Wonder how we make that, unless we can find lead at some point. Unless alchemy is involved, in which case. But either way, we will head on home. Oops, don't ram things. Head in, turn this in. And we are on approach. I wonder if there's a way to set the speed to show per second instead of per hour. There is a way. Meters per second. Actually fairly, at the moment, much more useful of a metric. Might not always be that way, but right now it is. Come on. I'm just gonna jump out right there, because we don't need to connect. Let's get up into here. Supply complete. What's the last one? Space movement. Tier 1. I suppose we can take that one on. Then we will really need to do some base building at some point. But for right at the moment, this is really all we need. That is a long ways away. So with that, thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. Join the Discord if you want to. And as always, have a wonderful day.